Welcome to Magic Gathering Strat. I'm Dan, and I am playing a battle for Zendikar. Sealed deck. That's what I'm doing. So let's see what I have. Sort by rarity. Sort by rarity. Okay, it was... no. Quarantine Field. Well, that didn't work out very well last time, but surely it has to be a pretty good card. Endless One seems useful. I want to make this... oh god, I really want to play the expensive stuff, but now I'm gonna build a synergistic deck instead. Okay, sort by color. Focus is okay, Angelic Gift is okay. Stonehaven could be played. McKinley Patrol can be played. Oh, maybe there's an allies deck in here. Curia Griffin, yeah. Smite the Monstrous, yes please. Unified Front, those are allies. Yeah, the Angel and the Quarantine Field. Sort by color. Please help me evaluate this card. Anticipate is playable in a pinch in Sealed, I guess. Double Mist Intruder, Ingest possible. This thing is playable, right? Sky Spawner. Very nice. No, I'm not gonna play stupid counterspells unless I need it to exile stuff. Oh yeah. Dampening Pulse. Roll Mage's Trick. No, thank you. Waving. Okay, Bone Splinters. Rights. I don't think so. Reap in a pinch. Carrier Thrall. Oh yes. Okay, so I seem to have a lot of ingest stuff. Complete Disregard, Grey Birthing. The Familiar, Painful Truths. Maybe. For 2 mana it's not good enough, is it? Dutiful Return we're not gonna play unless there is a lot of black stuff here. Build your own green creature. Okay, Outnumber is great. Boiling Earth is a sideboard card. Sentinel. Red still looks pretty shallow. Oh well, that I could possibly play with all this Devoid stuff. Yeah, Fat Giant. Thunder, of course. So, what about black-red and just a ton of removal? Grove Rumbler. So much things. This is a pretty good pool, right? I'll play Swallow Growth. Not sure it's good. So we can build a 3-color deck possibly with green, but do we want to? The Beastmaster. Okay, can I sort by creature type? I could. That you could do in version 3. What the hell? Okay, let's count the allies. There are 2 allies. 3 allies. 4 allies. 5 allies. Yeah, they either Eldrazi or allies, right? Or nothing. Okay, I can't build an allies deck. So which are my best cards? Thunder, Quarantine Field, both costing double. Wow, what do you build out of this? Okay, what's my support for 5 colors? Cataract and Fen. Those are not 5 color cards. The Thicket, possibly. Hedron Archive. Yeah, that's great. I could build it. I could draw a ton of cards. Okay, what do I build out of this? How about getting rid of red? It looks pretty shallow. We lose the Rolling Thunder, but we have to start somewhere. Is black-green even a thing? We need a theme here. Did we have any payoff for the processing? This is a process payoff thing. We just have a lot of ingest guys, but nothing to process. So what about making a lot of tokens? So our only multicolor land is the red-green land. Or ally encampment. I do like playing black here. I do like playing blue. Let's have a look at blue-black then. But we are really lacking the payoff, aren't we? But we get a lot of interesting stuff. All those green cards were great. Sort by converted mana cost. This is a 29 card deck. A random landfall dude, but it's still a big flyer. This guy can't be any good. Menace though. But if something... We only have 13 creatures. What about Bone Splinters? How good is it? Dampening Pulse did get a good review. This is not a card I would ever play, but I want to test it. Maybe you don't play this, especially not if you have all the great card drawing of blue. And I think Grey Birthing just does too little. We want to play 18 lands. This guy can block early and finish games late. But to play the Mist Intruders, we really need to have a payoff. But if we cut them, we are down to 11 creatures. But there is no payoff, right? This deck just draws a ton of cards. And we have like 4 halfway decent removal spells. If I play blue-green, I have no removal spells at all. Let's have a look at blue-white. My Kingdom Control Quarantine Field Angel. Yeah, I can't really play a Unified Front. It is 2 creature light, right? It's also 13 creatures with the Mist Intruders. So I think the blacklist looked better. Even though Quarantine Field is a ton better removal. And blue-green isn't really an option. Am I too attached to blue here? I do like the card draw here. We have, oh, of course, Coastal Discovery is kind of creature. I think I need to go with blue-black here anyway. Demon's Grasp, Demon Grasp. No Painful Truths. Malakir Familiar. Complete Disregard. The cheap creatures, do you have to play them? Now we have even one less creature. How did that happen? And the only colorless creatures are the black, the Devastators. Why did I end up with 12 creatures now? So we need to play the Geyserfield guy. And we got to cut stuff that is not creatures, such as Altar's Reap and possibly Bone Splinters then. So now we have 24 cards, need to get down to 22. I cannot cut the creature. How much card draw do I really have here? And where did my Blighted Fen go? There. I want to play that. Is this really a deck? Yeah, I got the fly. How many flyers do I have? Not many. But I can finish with a Coralhelm Guide. Yeah, I can't play Quarantine Field even though I wanted to. So now I have 23 cards and I'm looking at Anticipate to cut it actually. Is it the worst card? That is not a creature. I want to cut the creatures, but they are necessary. But I have no synergies here. But I can't build an ally deck. Can I build a 5-color green good stuff deck? That's tempting, but my cards are double mana cost things. I don't get the early defense in green. I have a Snapping Gnarlid called the Science. 5-color green. I don't have much fixing. No, I think I want to go for the blue-black thing here. And I am then cutting Anticipate, relying on my Brute Force card draw in Blighted Cataract and Coastal Discovery. And small guys to hold the ground. And only the Ruin Processor to pay off the Ingest. Can this really work? And double Mist Intruder is of course not very good at all. Is it a 5-color green deck? Got 11 minutes. Okay, let's try to build a 5-color green deck. No. No, 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 no. Or yes? I don't think I have the fixing. I have the Revelation. I have a Natural Connection. I only have one dual. My bombs are double colored. Well, I will be very interested to hear what you would have built here, but I am going with the blue-black control deck. That is just packing removal. The only one removal spell is truly hard removal. So do you play all the Mortuary Mires and the Skyline Cascades? I think you do. That's my working hypothesis at least. "18 lands. 13 creatures, of which 2 are worthless mist intruders. And almost 0 synergy in the deck. But the only synergy deck I could think of is the 5-color green thing. I wish I could like save this deck and then try to build 5-color green. But if I submit now, and then I go building the 5-color green deck, we'll try. Okay, I've submitted the deck. So now we try to build 5-color green. Doesn't come together, does it? I'm not gonna do this. I don't know how to build a 5-color green deck, and I think I have too little fixing. Is this my original deck, or did I change anything? Okay, this is it. Let's play. Okay, here we go. We don't want to play first. Please correct me if that is what people still do in this format, but it seems correct to me. Wow, 6-drop, 7-drop, 1 defensive spell. Keep it! Sounds perfect. Something is getting tightened. Whoa, landfall. Coming at you. How good is that guy? Well, tightening coils him. Must be pretty rough. Didn't I have a lot of 2-drops to handle a situation like this? And now fetch land. No fetch land. I guess we don't. Can have 6. He's swinging for 2. But it must be better to tightening coils a 2-drop. But there is no 2-drop. So he's gonna do a ton of damage to me, so I am tightening coils him. I'm tightening his coils. That's what I'm doing. We need a second swamp for the Grip of Desolation. Yeah, now you can have landfall all day. I need something to process. That's what I need. Tightening coils, not very good against that, but on the other hand, that is not very dangerous. So the Hedron Archive comes into play next turn. Then if I draw land in the next 2 turns, I can play the Ruin Processor. Otherwise, I play the Wave Wind Elemental. Wave Wing. No! Okay, yeah. Land coming into play. Is he perhaps 5-color? No, he's just green-white. And his aggression is not impressing me. But he didn't attack. Why didn't he attack? I don't feel I need to play the Silent Skimmer here. I think the mana is much more important. Well, this card is awesome! And now I want to draw a land to play the Processor. Still can't cast the Grip of Desolation. Or I could play Tightening Coils on his next play and then play the Silent Skimmer. Wow, so many enabling cards for my processing, and just one processor card, and that's the one I draw. But that's the way chance works. What's this? 6 mana of something. It's the Angel. That's a pretty good... I need a note paper. So this guy is Idatic. He's green-white. And we need to know about the Angel. He is having mana trouble, so here is the 7 mana, but I think I'm still just playing the Tightening Coils and the Skimmer. Looks good to me. I kind of 2-for-1 them there with Tightening Coils. But now he has a Flying Wall. And now I'll probably play the Processor then and start beating down his walls. Save the Grip of Desolation. Do I save this for the landfall? I think so. He doesn't have any. And of course I should have attacked first. I can't block that one. This is working out way too well. So next turn play the Wave Winnower or the Grip of Desolation. Or should I be holding the Grip of Desolation a little more? Wave Winnower, Wave Wing Elemental, that's the name of the card. Nothing else. Stop inventing card names, Dan. Yeah, Landfall Trigger. Tightening Coils is working out pretty good here. He still has 4 cards, so... And we know he doesn't have a 3rd color, so I'm a little bit surprised here. That guy, but I think the wave thing is better. I predict that Scythe Leopard will now die. Yeah. And we play the Wavewing Elemental. Oh, it costs 6. Well, this looks decent. What's in his hand? What the hell is in his hand? Sorry for swearing, but I can't see how he can have 5 cards that he can't play. Can you? Not with Awaken, no. But Sheardrop is a card. Maybe he has Quarantine Field or something, but yeah, using the grip would feel wrong. Okay, so we can play 2 creatures this turn. I always yield to my own landfall triggers, but not to the opponent's. And now I can't really block, because he needs the Angel when I don't get my landfall triggers. And I have the 2 extra cards from the archive. That's pretty OP actually. So here comes the Geyser Field Stalker. Sounds like my kind of guy. And the Mist Intruder, who I really don't like playing in the deck, but I had to have 2 more creatures. But it's just really, really bad. Super bad, actually. And now I'm gonna just kill his guy. Yeah, that guy is going to die, and a white mana is going to die to stop his quarantine field. That I have no idea if he has or not. Oh, landfall! Yay! That's pretty good at this point. And Channeler is going to die. Don't have the 2 mana, right? Okay, that worked. Green, white, good stuff. Don't like the counter spell. He had plenty of small stuff. I think the -1, -0 thing is still worth testing in this matchup. He doesn't kill my guys, so I don't need Dutiful Return. Bone Splinters is tempting, but I don't have that many creatures. I think I just have to play like this. Yep. Time for the second duel. I'm gonna try to make notes about when different round starts, so you can check that out if you're interested. So what's this then? It's a Blighted Fen. Tightening Coils, an Endless One, and a complete disregard. This looks like a super good hand. He chooses to play first. I keep. This is actually pretty good. So when do you play? I don't have blue mana. That's a problem. When do you play the Endless One? Turn 3 seems to be the first good opportunity, but I think I'm gonna completely disregard something first. That's what I think. Nothing happens. Malakir Familiar. Complete disregard. Endless One as a 2/2 seems really bad. Really tempted to completely disregard whatever he plays right now. But he just goes for some land. And I get the blue mana. So I can keep complete disregard up for his turn. But he could play a 5-drop. But I have Tightening Coils for that. So maybe I should just play the Familiar here. Six mana for the Wave Wing, endless mana for the Endless One. Blighted Fen costs 6 to sacrifice, so we need to do that after. Flying Vigilance 3/3, well, seems like a pretty good target for my my complete disregard, actually. So let's use it. So his next turn, the Endless One turn. A 5/5. Is that good enough against the green deck? Or maybe I should make next turn tightening coils, then wave wing, and then blighted fen. Oh, then endless one. Here's the eyeless watcher. He is just 3 1/1s. And that means that we now really need someone to block. Oh my god, I get greedy! I get really greedy. I have to play the archive, right? To make an enormous endless one. What the hell? No! He died! Blighted fen. Yeah, I'm taking a turn off to play the archive here. I can make an 8/8 next turn, or I can play Wave Wing Elemental and Tightening Coils on whatever he plays now. Oh, he sacrificed the creature for that. He could have like a tokens strategy. Gideon's Reproach. There is the Angel of Renewal, and that's my favorite Tightening Coils target. So his coils are getting tightened. I think this is the kind of deck that green-white really hates, though. Wow. And now this is a more fun removal, but I am gonna develop my board as well. So I'm gonna play the Wave Wing. And next turn, it's time for the Endless One, whose fury is endless. Serene Steward. Oh my god, +1/+1 counter on. But you are not gaining any life, are you? 9/9 Endless One sounds good. And we charge in. This Hedron Archive might actually get sacrificed pretty soon. 5 damage to you. And a ton of mana. Yeah, cast those 9 drops. Eldrazi on the scene! Looking good. So if we have something to Demon's Grasp, next turn, we'll do that. Otherwise, it's time to get rid of the archive. Blighted Fen isn't doing a whole lot here. But it's our backup. Who the hell are you? Grove Tender. Ah, okay. More guys. Well, I have a champ blocking task for them. So now maybe the Endless One stays at home, actually. So Sheardrop can't get him. Who the hell are you? Alright, let's get rid of the archive. And then kill the Grove Tender. What a sad land drop. Okay, you are not untapping. But you are dying, and that way I really don't have to stay at home, right? He can only do 4, 5 if he gains some life. So I think I can safely attack here. He needs to block, of course. But now I can get sheer drop, but I have these guys to clog up the ground in the future. And I can't just not attack. Now the air will be clear as well for the elemental. Okay, Blighted Fen. Well, maybe I should sacrifice it just to get rid of a 1/1. At some point. But not this turn. I don't have enough mana. It's I have 8 and my creatures cost 4 and I might draw something as well, so. Oh yeah. I drew something and now he got rid of his angel so he can't block here. Endless One is the abyss until sheer drop finds him. But now we're dropping some stuff. We actually achieve ground superiority. With our fantastic creatures. Yay! And now we'll just use the Blighted Fen before attacking. We'll get in. We'll kill him. Unless he plays a creature. Once again, he has 4 cards in his hand. Well, I don't think my deck is this good. 38 minutes for game 2. Let's see how we do. Okay, we're back with round 2. Fighting Oki1, 81. Oki1, 81. Will he play first? Is he even here? Oki1, where are you? Oki1, you're my only hope. Okay, 4 drop, 5 drop, 3 drop, 5 drop, 2 drop. 2 swamps. Well, according to the fantastic Travis Wu article on M15 sealed, you should really try to avoid taking mulligans in sealed, but we have the new mulligan rule. There is absolutely nothing I can play here. I think I'm gonna mulligan this. And I think I'm gonna keep this. And then I'm gonna keep the Endless One. As it is a 3/3 for 3. Uh-oh, it's the Battle of the Blues and he has the Clutch of Currents that I do not have. Well, that wasn't a surprise. And we can probably play Tightening Coils on something that he plays early here. As we do have some defense. So I think I'm gonna let the 2-drop pass, unless it is some very... Do the ingest creatures have to hit me? Oh, he doesn't play 2-drop. How very nice. I have a Mortuary Mire and I have nothing to do, so I think I'm playing it now. Just to avoid having to play a tap land later. And then it's the Familiar next turn. And then I might even find mana for Geyser Field, in which case I'm casting Tightening Coils on turn 4. Waiting for more mana for the Endless One. He's still not doing anything, so a counterspell is highly suspected here. And I am gonna let him counter this guy. But he doesn't. I got Silent Skimmer for next turn. Now I just want my 5th land. But I have 2 chances of drawing it, 14 lands left, 31 cards. That's a lot higher than 50-50. Probably higher than 60. Okay, one, you need to play something. What is it gonna be, Oki181? For some reason, I like saying that name. Okay, Oki1, I'm ready. Give me your worst. Play it. You know you want to. Oh my god, it's Harold Koselleck. That seems pretty good. I would like to kill the Herald if I could, but I can't, so I won't. And there is my Geyser Field mana. Meaning I can now safely sit back, play the Silent Skimmer. Should I even attack here? I was thinking that I shouldn't, but now I'm thinking that I should. So I will. Thus risking the Silent Skimmer. But it'll be a 1-for-1. And I think I'm happy taking 1-for-1s against this deck. And if you play something gigantic, I always have the Tightening Coils. Cryptic Cruiser. Okay, a really expensive tapper. But a 3/3, which is pretty good. I will block here. I will play the Geyser Field dude. I should probably leave the 2/1 home and trade it with this guy. Yeah, that's the plan. And here comes the Geyser Field Stalker. I had to look up the name. It's stalking the Geyser Fields like a boss. I will not trade the Geyser Field Stalker for anything at this point. And now it is likely that I play Tightening Coils, but that is maybe too greedy. Maybe I just want a 6/6 in play. Tightening Coils on the Cryptic guy. Doesn't do much, but he can then double block the Geyser Field. So maybe Tightening Coils is the right play here. All the instant land, all the instant awaken things costs 5, right? So he has to have 6 lands for that to be a threat. I think. Wow, I'll happily trade with him. He seems super dangerous. Here they come. Yeah, trade with you. Seems nice. Sweet. What was the plan there? Now I don't have to play Tightening Coil, so now I can play Endless One for 6. And I think I will. Of course, running into Counterspell is a real danger here, so on second thoughts, let's not do that. So we play Tightening Coils Mist Intruder. Tightening Coils also causes flying to go away. That's pretty good. I didn't think about that in the first match. Here comes the counterspell. Or something. Or nothing. And Mr. Mist Intruder! Wow, that guy is really the worst tapper ever, but still a 3-3 for 4, so his baseline is pretty high. So now he should tap out, and when he taps out, I play a huge endless one. That's the plan, people! Well, now we can double block with the Cryptic. I want it to be the Cryptic Crusader, but it's the Cryptic Cruiser. Something costing 4 blue. Or 4 at least. What is it? Tell me what it is, I want to know! Well, this blue-black deck was pretty good at using all the mana all the time. Tap out, please. Now I really want to draw a land. That's a strange situation. So he's still at 5. He has 6 cards in his hand. So I am just gonna swing with everything. And play the Sky Spawner. It does get around 1 counterspell, but not both, right? There is one that costs 4. Do I really need to play anything here? Hey! You can't block that, cause it has menace. Okay, another mountain. He probably needed that. I still haven't seen a counterspell, so I will play into the counterspell here. It's irrational to fear it before you see it. And here it is. Counter target creature spell. Oh, maybe I fuel his tap ability here, but yeah, I don't fear it very much. Horrible. Alright, Herald of... Okay, that's speaking high about my notes. For a creature costing 4 less, that spell is so bad. And now it taps out, and here comes the endless one. It has to be a flyer. And it's not a flyer, so he's dead, right? Oblivion Sower is an interesting card, though. But it's over. I just ran over him. That's interesting. I can safely F6. Oh, Blighted Fen. You can't use that. And Mist Intruder wins. Though, actually, if he has any defense for blue colorless, like a Clutch of Karens, he can now use it to survive. In which case I will just cast the endless one, but he won't be big enough to get through. So I probably won't. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack with the flyers and that'll be it. I hope. Tightening Coils is kind of interesting. But we'll see what he does. And if he had a bounce spell, he would have used it before I attacked. Right? So I just win, and I'm playing against blue-red. Could it really get grindy? And if I bring in Dutiful Return, what do I take out? Well, he had pretty big guys. So I'm going to take out Dampening Field and put in Dutiful Return. And win a grindy matchup. That's the theory behind what I'm doing, at least. Let me know what you think, people. Oki181 is going down. Alright, time for the second duel. He chooses to play first. I have one land. So he mulligans, I mulligan. And now I have 2 lands. And I can't cast anything of that, but I am going to keep it. He keeps his hand. And now I really have to discard anything that's not a blue mana, but that is a blue mana, so I put that on top. And now there will be a fight. A fight for the ages. I don't have anything costing black mana. I think I still need to play this now. To avoid having to play a tapped land later. Coral Helm Dude. Coral Helm Guide will come out and be ready to play. Some early aggression. I have Tightening Coils, I have an Endless one. And maybe this is the time I have to play an Endless one early. And this guy is 6 mana. Yeah, I could see me playing an Endless one for 3 or 4 here. I really don't wanna. I really don't. White. Okay, 3 colors. That's interesting. And nothing from his side. I'm not going to cast an Endless one into this. Do I sit on this Mortuary Mire? No, I have to cast it before I hit 6. So I can cast Coastal Discovery. How much is Blighted Cataract? It's 7. Yeah, I'm gonna use it again. I don't really want to draw Coral Helm, even if he dies. And now he taps out. I play 4/4 Endless one. That's not good enough, is it? But I do have the spell to get them back. 3/2 flyer. It's a pretty decent target for a Tightening Coils, isn't it? Well, it's an even better target for Complete Disregard. An Endless one is still in my hand. Should I cast a 4/4 there? 4/4 doesn't feel good enough. Now I have to do something huge. So playing a 5-5 endless one is maybe the play here. Unless he finds something that is really good to tightening coils. But next turn is definitely Coastal Discovery. If I draw a land. I have 2 chances to draw land. Almost the same situation as before. It's only 25% not to draw a land here actually. 15 out of 30 times 14 out of 29. Oh, what the hell? Oh my god. Yeah, that's bad. That's really bad. So we are gonna tightening him. Cast the Mist Intruder. Or are we gonna play a 5-5 endless one? But if he can deal with the 5-5 endless one, I'm just screwed. But then every land he ever plays again now will be a really dangerous thing. So how many instants and sorceries can he have? Wow, this was hard. 5-5 endless one. Or Tightening Coils Mist Intruder. I can't do it. I don't have 2 blue mana. That sells it. We now have a huge problem. Now we are more than 50% to draw land. Noyandar, that explains the white. It is likely that he just crushes me with bombs in this game. He's taking sweet time though, so time might be a factor. And I think he can deal with the endless one. He might have the +2/+2 combat tricks. If he attacks, maybe I'll double block. Yeah, that's something. Clutch. And another creature becomes a 3/3. Things are looking bad unless I can cast Coastal Discovery, but if I cast Coastal Discovery, I'm gonna die. Because he's gonna hit me with 7 each turn. But now he only has 2 cards. Can he actually deal with the endless one again? Oh yeah, he put it on the same creature. That's a pretty good argument for tightening coils, actually. Six endless one. It can even be a 9/9. Tightening Coils Mist Intruder doesn't do a whole lot. At least I only take 4 next turn. But it seems like a non-play. Playing a 6/6 though, he only needs something. And if he can bounce that guy, if he can bounce the endless one. So I am tightening his coils. Do I play 4/4 endless one? That's actually maybe better than playing the Mist Intruder, which doesn't do anything. And you are not going to block Mr. Coral Helm dude, so you might as well attack. And now perhaps I bought myself time to cast Coastal Discovery. But if he can get rid of the Endless one, I'm taking 7 this turn. Stasis Snare. He has it all. But it doesn't trigger Noyandar. So I only take 4. So if I draw land now, I think I'm good. But we've seen the counterspell, Horribly Awry. But it doesn't hit Coastal Discovery, right? Because it can only counter creature spells, and it's not formally a creature spell. Yes! Nice. Oh, something else happens. Herald. Okay. Now I think I really need to hit a land. He's down to 1 card. Waving Elemental can double block here. So I guess it's not the worst card draw spell in the land. And I will double block. But I am in a pretty bad spot. Another Herald. Something costing 4. If it is a quarantine field, I will scream. It's a Hedron Archive. That's pretty good. And then Gideon. No, we can't cast Gideon. He can't draw the cards for the Hedron Archive though with the 2 mana. And he does. And he doesn't have a good attack here. If he attacks with 1 Herald, I will just block it with the Wavewing. But he does attack with Noyandar, so I double block Noyandar. And if he drew an outnumber, so be it. Goodbye, Noyandar. Okay, I'll be at 4. Actually, outnumber here would be terrible for me. But it's 1 card in his hand. He's ordering the blockers all crazy. Meaning that he possibly has outnumber. No? What? That was a weird trade. Guess he really feared unblockable. Land, please. No land, but suddenly, somehow, I have stabilized. And I think it's definitely worth not taking damage here, so I'm not gonna cast the Coastal Discovery. I'm just gonna play the small guys to clog the ground. What was that? Why did it tap the mountain? Ah, wrong card. Yeah, stupid 1/4 flyer. Coastal Discovery, where are you at? So now I'll double block any herald attacking. Courier Griffin, but Courier Griffin. He won't get anywhere. Oh, now he has blue mana up for the counterspell. But we haven't seen a counterspell that can actually counter Coastal Discovery. So now we can cast it safely. And here they come. So we kill one and lose the Mist Intruder, I think. Once again, he now actively saves the Wavewing Elemental. Why? You saw there, he took an active decision to not kill the Wavewing Elemental. Oh, he couldn't kill the Wavewing Elemental, sorry. Here's Blighted Fan. And Blighted Cataract, so now I can do both. And of course Cataract goes first. I think I'm gonna make Mortuary Mire my creature, or just a Swamp. And maybe even attack. No, it's way too early to attack. Cast with Awaken. I think I can't go to 2 mana. Oh wow. I already have 7 mana. So now I can actually tap the... I already played the land, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Yeah. I am not going to do anything. And next turn I will save the situation with the Processor. Hoping he has Horribly Awry in his hand. But no, he doesn't. He has Oblivion Sower. Which gives him a lot of land that doesn't feel super useful here. But if he has the other counterspell now, I will be in trouble. Grip of Desolation would have been sweet. Yeah, it's definitely Ruin Processor here. Maybe I'm being too careful. If I actually tap that land, he can now get through with 2 damage. And if I do nothing and Cataract, that's not the line as well. No, I'm gonna play the Processor. And I don't need this mana next turn, so let's just play it. And pray to the gods of magic that he doesn't have. Oh, the process trigger happens anyway. Still, it's horrible if it gets countered. Now it's down to 9 minutes. Time might be a factor here. Yes, please. Okay, next turn we're gonna think about attacking. before drawing 2 cards. He might have a Rolling Thunder or something. So what happens when I swing? He can just block the Ruin Processor. The attack will come from the Wavewing Elemental. And then I can Cataract at the end of my turn. No, I'm gonna play the Malakir Familiar. Swing for 5 has to be worth it. Or is it just better to draw a card? It's way too defensive, right? I can take 2 when he takes... How many mana does he have? 9. So he could do me for 7. I can still fend though. No, he can do me for 8. But to think about Rolling Thunder here when I haven't seen it, I'm gonna just play the Familiar. And make sure it resolves, actually, before I attack. And that's just one mana too little to cast. Okay, now it doesn't have a card, so now I can safely attack. But I can't use the Blighted Fan. Eight minutes. Uh-oh. Intense, people. So I hope he attacks with the Curie Griffin here so I can tap it down and attack again. And then use the Blighted Cataract. What if he has another Clutch of Karens? That's gonna be horrible. But he doesn't. So let's see what I draw. Draw another land. So I swing again. And now I'm ready to use the Fen or the Cataract. And of course it's the Cataract. Should I use it on my turn? That's pretty good. I don't think so. I think I need to use it at the end of his turn. Okay, I'm scared. On the Greathorn. Well, that's not interesting at all. Maybe it is. Now he has a ground attack, but no, he doesn't. But he has one if he can get rid of the Ruin Processor. So now it's Cataract time. Tightening coils on the Oblivion Sower, meaning that you don't have a lot of power. Play the Swamp, I guess. Tightening coils. This is a 4-5 first strike. That is way too good, isn't it? Okay, the 4-4 can hold the ground. He can only do 3 damage. Oh, he's still an 8, so I can't attack. What a wall I have created. So what happens if I can't get the Wavewing Elemental if it dies? Wind Rider Patrol. 4-3. That's pretty good. Just another swamp, so I can safely attack again. And I think I'm going to use the Blighted Fen somewhere. I get rid of land. Does that do anything? That's the $1 million question. Only 5 minutes left. Okay, so next turn they will trade unless I have a land, but I have a land. So you are definitely in danger, sir. Just as long as you don't kill me, I'm happy, because your clock is ticking down. Save the land. Play the Demon's Grasp. Removal. Pretty good. Yay! Blue-black control, is that a thing? Looks like it is. Alright, we are in the final round. We don't want to play first. Against Desk. Let's see what terrible bombs he brings to the table. I'm gonna keep this hand. I think I have plenty to do with the lands. I can get Coastal Discovery and Blighted Cataract. I will be vulnerable, of course. So I have to make Tightening Coils count. Yeah, Blister Pod doesn't do anything. And my deck might be slow, but it's not that slow. I'm gonna play Mortuary Mire to ensure that my lands come into play. Untapped. You have to present a bigger threat than that. That's not a big threat, but it is a 1/1 that can attack. Wow, now I have all the lands I want. And his next play is probably what I have to Tightening Coils. And then I will be at his mercy for many turns. Unless I draw something, of course. Just a 2/2. Yeah, he's gonna play something. I think he has more colors. It's the Catacomb Sifter. 2/3. Yeah, that's pretty good. And it's not very good to tightening coils, but I have to do something here. I can't take 5 a turn. So he has to be my target, sadly. And I might just get overrun here. But I have been drawing lands every turn. Nice! No creature. So I'm taking 3 a turn. But I'm happy. Can I please get a creature, please? Well, that's kind of good, isn't it? Of course it is good. So now I have all the card draw in the world, but next turn I can cast Coastal Discovery. And block with a 4/4. And hopefully it doesn't play anything that... Oh my god! Drana. Okay, Coastal Discovery doesn't help against that. Oh my god, the weenies! So if I take out Drana here, it's actually pretty good, but it still has the +1/+1 as well. Sky Spawner doesn't help, so I think I need to play the Coastal Discovery with Awaken. Get the 4/4. And Demon's Grasp on Drana, but it will be 1 turn too late. But I can also play... No, I can't play the Sky Spawner too. I have a problem. I might actually die right here, right? I take... Everybody's a 3/3. Yeah, I'm probably dead. At least I can take out that guy. But I die here, right? Yeah, I take more than 12. Nice. I have been overrun. By his creatures. So better speed up. So I guess we have to bring in Bone Splinters. Though Dampening Pulse does a ton of work against him. So what do we take out? I guess this guy is not defensive enough. So we go down 1 creature, bring in a Bone Splinters. That doesn't feel any good at all. But I have to be able to kill Drana. Still not playing first. 3 lands. The Hedron Archive, the Endless One. Keeping it. Sky Spawner on turn 3, go from there. Sky Spawner Bone Splinters is a fortunate combination. Blue mana. I don't want another 2-1 result again. That will be sad. Okay, he doesn't have anything. And I can't really cast the Endless One for 2 mana. I will not do that. So I am fine here. Catacomb Sifter. Pretty good. Another creature you control. So next turn I have to draw a land. Or should I sacrifice my spawn to play the archive? Yeah, maybe I should actually. Because getting to 5 mana will be so critical. I'm gonna take the damage here. Lifespring Druid, who I will trade with. The 2/2 is great, but I think I need to get the mana. Oh, actually the 2/2 just stops his attack cold, does it? No, I'm gonna get the Hedron Archive into play. Because then I can start cast Demon's Grasp and stuff. Now I trade with Lifespring Druid. There goes my Bone Splinters plan. Trade with the Lifespring Druid, but that's not on the chart, so I have to take another 3. And here comes something huge. Broodmonitor, 3/3/1/1s. Yeah. Do I just play a 5/5 here? 6/6. Wow, I could easily be overrun here. Play 2/2 and the 0/4. I don't have 2 black mana. That's a problem actually, because all my spells are black. So I am playing Endless One for 6. But I'm gonna get overrun again. And if he can now deal with that, we haven't really seen any spells, it's just Rana. At least she doesn't have haste. And we can kill her. The tempo is on his side, people. Oh my god. So everybody gets +2/+2, but still. Wait a minute, that's a billion zillion tons of damage. So I block the Brood Monitor and that guy, I still die. Oh god. What a deck. I crushed. And that's it, people. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really helps us out. You can find us on Twitter at MagicGathStrat, Facebook /MagicGatheringStrat, or on the web, magicgatheringstrat.com. There you can find articles and free prize-supported leagues. This is all brought to you by our Patreons and cardhoarder.com. If you enjoyed this content, please consider supporting us at patreon.com/MagicGatheringStrat.